After a restful and relaxing night in the tent under the stars, I'm having a cup of coffee by the babbling brook. You'll want to stay tuned as I lace up my hiking boots and we go off on our next journey.
Spearfish lies just along the edge of the northern Black Hills in South Dakota. Originally founded at the mouth of Spearfish Canyon as the Queen City in 1876, it was later incorporated as Spearfish in 1888.
Spearfish is known as the Queen City, and this is because the city sits in a bowl of a valley, surrounded by 3 peaks that form the tips of the crown. Behind me is Lookout Mountain, and that's where we're going to be hiking today.
From downtown Spearfish, Lookout Mountain, with its rocky cliffs at the top, towers over the city on the eastern horizon.
Spearfish Peak is to the south of the city and in Spearfish Canyon. And the tallest peak that towers over Spearfish is Crow Peak.
To get there, you take 10th Street and turn right on Nevada Street. There are 10 trails in the park, and we will be hiking on the Ridge Trail. As you can see on the map, it's one of the longer trails that we will traverse over a ridge to the mountain. We must first walk through a long tunnel that takes us under I-90. Once we get to the other side, the city disappears and it's all open range. Today is a warm day with just a few clouds, plenty of sunshine, and clear blue skies. There are plenty of signs to direct us as we venture out on the open prairie. What I like about this hike is the diverse terrain. It starts out easy as we stroll by the tall prairie grass. But soon we will start to climb some elevation.
Just as you climb the first hill on this hike up to Lookout, there are places you can stop off and admire the view at various elevations.
As we begin our ascent up the ridge, we begin to see a change in the vegetation.
The first start of the trek, you'll see a lot of deciduous trees, oak and ash. But as you climb further up, you start getting into the pine-covered terrain. Along this part of the hike, you'll see a lot of ponderosa pine surround the trail.
The Ridge Trail I find fairly easy and wide to traverse, mainly a dirt trail with rocks laying along the pathway.
We've made it up to the first cliff on our hike, and from here you get an amazing view of the city of Spearfish. Right behind me you can see Crow Peak, and right below that is the campus of the university I attended back in the day.
As we climb the ridge, the view becomes more spectacular. Every stop provides a picturesque view of the city and the valley below. And there are several places to stop. Take a break, have a bite to eat while admiring the view. On this journey, I brought along a teriyaki chicken wrap I bought at one of the local coffee houses to enjoy. It's not often I get to enjoy lunch with such an amazing view.
After you leave the cliff and venture up, the elevation dramatically becomes steeper. It's during this point of the hike we start entering the more forested areas of the trek on the way to Lookout. As we ascend the hillside, we come into another grove of oak and ash trees. I've stopped to take a break to admire the leaves of this very young oak tree.
As we venture higher, we are greeted along the trail with a cornucopia of colors. Several different types of wildflowers surround our pathway, from the common yarrow to the purple coneflower. To the stemless four-nerve daisy and the wild rose. As we ascend several hundred feet higher over the valley, this is where we get a panoramic view of Spearfish and the northern edge of the Black Hills.
So we're pretty high up here over the valley. As you can see the city of Spearfish below. It's from this perspective that you can actually get an appreciation for what I was talking about when I was downtown. That crown that surrounds the Queen City of the Northern Black Hills. Our tallest peak right there is Crow Peak. And of course, the next tip of the crown, Spearfish Creek, which is in Spearfish Canyon. And as we venture on up this trail, we're going to get a great view of the next tip of the crown, the third tip, and that's Lookout Mountain. So we've made it up pretty high, I would say, and we're not going to go all the way up to the top of Lookout. It was almost 30 years ago that I climbed to the top, and I tell you, the climb can be a killer up all those stones, and that was back in my much younger days when I was attending Black Hills State University. But for now, I'm going to admire the view from here of the city and the surrounding Black Hills. And I hope you enjoy the hike. And if you ever are in the area, I would say this is a must trek on your journey through the northern Black Hills.